Well, this is my 2025 version of my gardening or uh, my garden. What you're seeing right here, all this tomato plants, they're all volunteers. I like to throw uh, the fruit on the ground there, and when I'm not using it, and it reseeds itself. So that's what all of this is. It's tomato plants that just reseeded themselves, which is great. Over here, I had garlic, and I still have a little bit left there. I already picked some. And also, what you see there is radishes that I direct seeded on there, and something else, but I can't remember. Now, another thing that I also have that are volunteers is watermelon, right there. And there's another one right there. And there's a couple of other ones there and there. So I think those are the crimson sweet. And right here, this year I went ahead and planted some sugar babies. And you can see right there where they're coming out. Kind of hard to see because some of them are in the shade. Right here I have cantaloupe, direct seed. And it's the orange flesh because I'm also growing some that's yellow flesh on the inside. Some more sugar babies right there. And then I have my cabbage. I've got two kinds right here. And I couldn't tell you exactly which one is which, but we'll see when they come out. Uh, Among them, you can see some pepper plants. I'm not exactly sure what kind of peppers they are, simply because they're volunteers too. Although over here, what you see right here, this tomato plants, they're also volunteers, but I also do know what they are. They're sun gold. So I've got some sun gold growing there, and as you can see, I've got some other plants growing too. Then walking over here, past where I feed my birds, is some more cabbage. More cabbage, more cabbage. So, but you can see, where the bugs have eaten at it, and I've squashed quite a few, so we're all right. More volunteer pepper plants and more sun gold right there. Coming up over here, more cabbage. A few sun gold right there, but then this other one, there's 6 of them. Here's one, there's another one over there, this one here, and one right there. They're gold, they're red beefsteak. Right here, I like to think this is a rosemary. I'm not sure. I do have some cilantro right there. And I did harvest quite a bit of lettuce right there. Further up here, I've got carrots growing here. These are it right here. I direct sowed them and seeing what comes out. Here is just another bed that I really haven't done much with it. The rose moss is coming out, and decided I was going to spread it out so I would have some flowers, to attract the bees and stuff like that. And here's a volunteer tomato plants, all kinds of them, as you can see right there. Another one right there, and etc. I was panicking about not having enough flowers to attract the pollinators. And then I looked up here, and here's my honeysuckle. There's 2 different kinds. I believe it's called Japanese honeysuckle. And, well, you can see the bees there just doing their thing. Right there. Right there. And this is the white one, and then we got this other one on this side that's kind of yellowish too, but with red on it too. So, and the fragrance is fantastic. If you know, it's really really nice. Here I have all kinds of sunflowers, volunteers too. I already took some right here, and I transplanted them in the back, and I'm going to continue doing this to this one right here because I need this one container for my onions. And this is where I had the Reaper, and over here the Ghost last year. And I'm going to see if any volunteers come out, but I also got some uh, growing from seed. As you can see, I have a lot of sunflower volunteers everywhere, everywhere. Right here, my neighbor threw some seeds, for tomatillos, and there they be. They're going up pretty good. This one I still haven't done much with it, and neither have I done much with that other one over there because things are slow for whatever reason. Right here, volunteers again, and I'm thinking this ones right here are cucumbers, and of course more sunflower volunteers, more volunteers. Over here, I have some cantaloupe, and this is the yellow kind. It's got a yellow flesh inside, and it's sweeter than heck. A neighbor gave me a couple of them and saved the seeds, and I threw them in there, and there they be. There's a volunteer watermelon growing right there. Over there are black cream tomatoes that are going to grow there, and so I've got some cilantro and also some oregano growing in there. And going further back over here in my yard, I encourage my neighbors, if they're going to cut something down, just send it over to my place. I'll take care of it afterwards. And this is what this is right here. Not only that, but that also back there, it provides it provides a habitat for the wildlife, and it also, eventually provides nutrients for the rest of my garden. So that's why I'm doing that. As you can see, I just transplanted those sunflowers back there, and they're kind of going through shock. So they'll survive though. Over here, I have Orangeglo watermelons, starting from seed. I've got this one right here showing. Well, you can see it right there. All the other ones, they still haven't stuck their neck out yet. So that'd be one right there. Over here, these are crimson sweet. Crimson sweet. There we go, crimson sweet. 2 watermelons, and then I've got some Maranzano tomatoes around there. And well, right now that's pretty much it. Like I said, there's some things are just running behind, and of course I do have my peach tree right here. This is about its 4th year. Last year it gave me quite a bit of peaches. It surprised the heck out of me because it hadn't given me anything, and the birds got most of it. Anyway, I took some pits and everything and put them in the ground over here, and I got about 5 or 6 seedlings, and there's 2 of them. I gave the other ones away to my neighbors and stuff. So this year, though, it seems like it's not really doing what it did last year, but it's a learning process. I'll check into it and see what goes on. So you can see, there's some right there, but it's not as filled up as it was last year, though. So live and learn. Over here, I've got some, I believe it's cucumbers too, again. And then I've got this bed right here that I haven't done much with, which I don't know, I'll probably do some pumpkins in there soon enough. I've got this trellis deal here that I need to put something into it. And then I got this bed where I have some homage paste tomatoes. And what you're looking at right there are uh, beans, green beans. There'll be green beans. Uh, so, uh, so there's a lot of stuff that I still haven't quite gotten around to doing. I may put a. I'm thinking of putting about 4 uh, deals of watermelons right here, too. But as you can see, I've got tomatoes and I've got all kinds of other volunteers in there. All kinds of tomatoes, in fact. But I'm gonna clear it out and fertilize it a little bit and plant me uh, some watermelons. Love watermelons. Another thing too, right here, more bean plants. And of course, I've got sunflowers everywhere. And then I've got this grapevine that this year I'm going to protect from the birds, because normally I just let the birds have them, but not this year. This year I intend to cover it up and enjoy the grapes myself. Anyway, that's what's going on. May you have a good day.